Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, we're back in Georgetown. I've got a squeaky bicycle and we're running stop signs once again in our nation's capital. And I am on my way down to the White House to take a look and see, well, what's new? You know, it's been about a month, it's been over a month since I was at the White House. So let's head down there and see what's changed. Hey guys, from Rock Creek Parkway here in Georgetown. We are walking over to the White House because our bicycle broke. We're gonna take a look at all the new construction, new fences. I don't know what happened the last month. I was in Hong Kong. Anyway, let's go down and take a look at the White House, see if anything new is going on while we await the arrival of Marine One in about 2 hours. Gives me an excuse to eat. He hates these signs. There's cans in there too. I don't know. Safety glass in a bus garage, probably somebody with anger issues. I don't know. Such is life. Oh wow, the fountain's turned back on here at the World Bank, or the IMF. So this building on the right is the International Monetary Fund. It has a beautiful fountain on the outside, sort of this cascading water dripping down the side, but it's been turned off since COVID, basically. You can come up and put your hand on it. So I'm just north of the White House. This is something new. Looks like they've created a bus lane, buses only, on this street. Nice if you're a bus, kind of blows if you're a car because traffic is then reduced to 1. Oh, look at that. Black Lives Matter Plaza has been torn up again. They just repaved this road like a month ago. I'm not kidding you. They just repaved this 2 months ago. They repaved it, repainted it. And now they ripped it all up again. Just typical government. So the road was like repaired, repainted, everything, and now they're starting all over again. I think they're going to make some sort of permanent Black Lives Matter road or some sort of like pedestrian control system. I think I read that somewhere. Didn't know they were just going to undo everything they had done 2 months ago. Well, the steam is still coming out of the tunnels, as it's been coming out for years, even though it's like 80 degrees today. What's going on over here? We've got some construction up here. Let's go take a look at that. So I read and I saw that Pennsylvania Avenue had been reopened, but at the moment it sure looks like it's not. It looks like there's some construction going on in Pennsylvania Avenue. So let's go take a closer look and see what we can see. Groundskeeper coming out. And yes, there is a pedestrian detour set up. I think staff can still go up there, but it looks like they've once again closed access to Pennsylvania Avenue. Now, I'm not sure, but I was told that underneath this road is a parking garage for some of the Secret Service vehicles, but that took place many, many years ago. Ooh, you know what? It smells like they're resurfacing. It has that asphalty smell, and it does look, yeah, they've scratched off, it looks like they've scratched off a couple inches of Pennsylvania Avenue, and then they brushed it off because it's very clean, and they're actually applying oil. They're going to resurface Pennsylvania Avenue here in front of the White House. That shouldn't take that long. Oh God. I'm sorry, I really don't like that smell. It's that new road smell where they spray all the oil down and then hot tar or whatever, hot asphalt. Let's see. Now we saw the Vice President's motorcade about an hour ago. And yeah, actually there it is. I can see the Vice President's Suburban is parked down there by the West Wing. Let me see if I can get my other camera out and get a better view. So there on West Executive Avenue, I think that's the Vice President's car. Whoops. It's there is a Suburban right there, backed in. I think it's got the flags on it. Well, these annoying barriers are still here. I still don't like access to Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's see if we can see the Marine. The Marine shouldn't be out right now because the President's not in. Yeah, there's no Marine guarding right now. So all this road's all torn up. And they're putting down a new road. Your standard assortment of tourists, that has never changed. There is some sort of so there's some sort of tripod thing over there. Looks like a new sensor or something like that. They have like these motion sensors. That actually, one of them looks really old. I just never have noticed it. Maybe it's been there all along. Oh, let's go a little farther, get around the tree. Yeah, she's still here. Let's take a look here. Let's get the other camera out. There's those little tripod things. They kind of look like motion sensors or something. I don't think I've ever noticed them though. I've noticed them before, but not like right there. They're all over the White House grounds. There's one of the spotters taking a smoke break, it looks like, sitting down. Somebody said there was new construction up there. Don't really see much going on the roof. Same old. Oh, there's a little bit of scaffolding over here. Maybe they're working on one of their observation posts or something like that. And he's kind of chilling. There is, however, some construction over here, and this is stuff that we saw before we had gone to Hong Kong. There's some big trucks working on that sidewalk. Let's go take a look over there, see what's new. So this is where the public tours exit, and they come out this gate over here. And they've been working on this sidewalk for, well, since before I went to Hong Kong, probably about 2 months now. At first I thought they were just replacing the sidewalk, but they've gone pretty deep. These guys are down about 3 or 4 feet into the ground. So now probably some sort of wiring or plumbing. I know they were doing a big plumbing and wiring project on the South Lawn, and maybe this is just some sort of interconnect out into Pennsylvania Avenue. Don't know exactly, but it's been going on for a while, so obviously it's not just a simple resurfacing thing. They have a major project renovating a lot of the electrical systems and telecommunications and plumbing, and that's been going on for years. I mean, I think it even started maybe during Obama, and it's just been off and on kind of thing. So this could be related to that project. Could be something else. Yeah, they've scraped off quite a bit of Pennsylvania Avenue, and it looks like they're going to resurface. Now, they resurfaced 17th Street. They were doing that before I went to Hong Kong, so it looks like maybe they're just doing all the roads down around the White House. Kind of a shame, though. It's not like anybody ever drives on this road. In the old days, we used to ride on this. I used to take the bus coming right down this street. There's something kind of, I don't know, just kind of American about driving right past the White House, just looking out the window and seeing the White House there. And, you know, it was like, yep, that's where the president lives, and I'm driving my car by it. But Oklahoma City and September 11th kind of put the kibosh on that. We haven't been able to drive on this road in nearly 20 years. What a shame. So here's the Treasury Department. You guys can just pull out a $10 bill, look at the back side, see the same thing. This is what's on the back of the $10 bill. Albert Gallatin. Now the Treasury actually has an annex, which is over there. And there's, let's see if we can see that through. Can we see all the way through? So there's an alley here. It's closed on this side, but it's open on the other side. There's a tunnel from the White House that zigs and zags over to the Treasury. And then there's a secondary tunnel from the Treasury over to the Treasury Annex. And that alley there is generally known, and even you can look it up on Google. That's the president's secret escape route. Yeah? If the White House gets fully surrounded, they can sneak him underground over to the Treasury Annex and then out through that back alley into the city. So the tunnel built to the Treasury was built during World War II or for World War II. I don't know if it was before or after or during. And I'm told that it has a number of turns, left, right, left, right. And the reason for those turns is if there was like a bomb blew up or something like that, the turns would minimize the blast damage from going throughout the tunnel. Now, I've never seen it. I don't think you can find any pictures on Google of that escape tunnel, nor can you find one over to the Treasury Annex. But it's pretty widely reported that they do exist. So one day we'll see. So we're out on the ellipse, which looks pretty much the same. This field of mystery surrounded by fence. Well, it remains fenced in. Not really sure why. It's been fenced in for years, I think. I don't know. Almost looks like there's a baseball field, but it's not actually a baseball field. It used to be where they had stands for parades and the Christmas tree presentation, not the actual Christmas tree, which now is a stump. Oh, we got something going on down here, though. Well, we can now see through the fence. I think they've done that just before I left. But we can see some construction there.
Our World War II Lincoln.
You can see that they're digging. There's a digger out there and a dump truck, and then they've got another big pile of dirt over here. It could be gardening, landscaping stuff. Not entirely sure. Doing lawn work over here. There's a landscaping kind of vehicle over there. Let's get a bit closer. The view from here of Marine One landings would be pretty impressive, but they no longer allow you to come into the ellipse for Marine One landings. Sad. Yeah, there's a bunch of landscaping dudes over there. A bunch of trucks full of chemicals. There's actually some construction trailers back there. I haven't seen those because, well, this whole thing's been hoarded up for about a year and a half. But you can see there are a couple construction trailers over there. That's probably related to the big dig that took place for the new power and telecommunication line. Past that fountain, those colonnades, that's the 45-second commute area right by the Rose Garden. I did a video about that. You can actually see a small corner of the Rose Garden where the president walks to work every morning. So if I was here when he was going to work, I could actually see him. I'm in someone's photo. To back off. And yeah, they're dragging stuff through the grass. That reminds me of this like dandelion weed bar I used to have as a kid, and I had to drag behind the lawnmower, which was a real pain in the butt. All right, heading over to 17th Street, and we're gonna make our way down to the mall, where there should be a lot more tourists now, but we'll see. The Smithsonian's are all open again, so we could take a spin up the mall while we wait for the helicopter to come in about an hour and a half. So if I read correctly, the Washington Monument has reopened. I haven't got a ticket yet. You need to have like a timed ticket to go into the Washington Monument. But it is now an option to go up. And most of the Smithsonian's have reopened. A few have limitations on the times, like the Air and Space is closed on Mondays for some reason. And other museums are still somewhat limited. I think the Lincoln Memorial has been kind of our bellwether of how many people, how many tourists are out in DC right now. Oh, they got some construction down here at the World War II. Let's check this out too. So we'll be able to judge the tourist numbers increasing as things have reopened in Washington. Most of the space limitations in DC have been revoked, all the like limits on bars, restaurants, private stores, etc. I think there are still limitations though on sporting events. They do have a limited crowd number that are allowed to see the Nationals or DC United soccer games. We'll see if that lasts through football season. Asphalt. Asphalt and grass. So that construction project that's going on Pennsylvania Avenue, it seems to also be going on down here on 17th Street. They are resurfacing this part of the road in front of the World War II Memorial. Interesting, this part of the road is now actually closed to traffic. Sometimes they let cars go through while they're doing this. Trickier for me, though, is how I'm going to get across the street. I might have to go down a bit. Alrighty, now we're back behind the World War II Memorial. Dodged up, dick diving and dodging through tourist. Whoa, okay, I didn't remember there's stairs here. That's a stupid place to put stairs. Ugh, okay. There was simply no need for stairs there. It's just like, come on guys, build a bloody ramp. That's just basically anti-bicycle stairs. We saw these baby ducks earlier in the year. They were little ducklings. Now they're teenagers, I guess, in duck years. That's a military helicopter over there. It looks like a mussel flight, which is, no, it's Park Police. That's Eagle. All of that would make sense. So yeah, it's 10:52. Eagle is on its way to Camp David. So Eagle is going up to Camp David to clear the path for Marine One. And it'll be back here in about an hour with the president's helicopters in tow behind it. So it does make sense. What should we eat for lunch today? All right, let's get across the street before this guy hits me. Do I have time for a Korean taco? Probably not. Oof. Let's make our way up to it's 11:15. We got about an hour to kill. We definitely have time for something to eat. But I don't think I have time to go down to the Korean taco place and get back to the White House in time to set up. Wow. I think it's Iran. I think it is an Iranian protest. Cops here, I can't run a red light. 30,000 political prisoners in 1988. Iran. This is a Iranian political prisoners memorial. These people are opposed to the government. That's a lot of faces. A lot of protesters, too. Okay. God, that's loud. Woo. Maybe they'll give me a copyright strike and I'll have to take that music out. That would save my hearing. Hey, I haven't been up here since the fence came down. That's how long it's been. Stuck in Hong Kong for a month. But now we can go up to the US Capitol grounds now that the fence has been removed. Let's go check it out. It was an ugly fence, wasn't it? So you see people out on the grass Grass is really, really green because, well, nobody's been on it since January. So it's quite pristine right now. You can't go up to the steps. That's been closed since, well, that's been closed since at least 2011, probably since Oklahoma City, which really used to have a great view. It's really kind of a shame you can't go up there anymore. I can't actually bike up there because it is all steps on the way up the hill. But let's make our way around the whole Capitol before we go back to the White House. So I think we should be able to bicycle in here. Maybe we should be able to bike in here. Let's go for it. I wanted to get on the sidewalk, but a big barrier went up. So we're back on the Capitol grounds for the first time in well over a year, riding across the parking lot. These are Capitol Police vehicles, usually reserved for the senior members of the Senate and the House. I don't know if the Senate's in session or not. Let's go over and get a good picture here. Doesn't seem to be any construction out here on the lawn. Down below me is the Capitol Visitor Center, so the atrium looking into the Visitor Center. These are U.S. Navy ambulances. The U.S. Navy corpsmen handle medical services inside the Capitol, and they've got a doctor and a couple medics. And they take care of the congressmen and, more often than that, the tourists. They're pretty crazy. Like, you'll be walking through the Capitol and then these guys will come screaming, "Make a hole, make a hole." And they've got these like big rescue backpacks and they're running through the halls. Some tourist slipped or something like that. There's the House office building. So it looks like they're putting a new, oh, that's what they've done. They put a new level on top of the Cannon building. I wonder if that's like a media level. That's a really good camera throw position. So that top level over there of the Cannon building, I think that's new. Well, it's new since I worked there. And I bet that's where the camera crews are going to set up. They're going to have a really good background image of the U.S. Capitol behind them. Well, you know, if you don't want me on the sidewalk, don't block the road. And away we go down Pennsylvania Avenue, making our way back to the White House. Just like that bill in the Schoolhouse Rock. There it is. Bicycle signal is green. Pedestrian signal is green, but cars are red. So there's this big Secret Service vehicle here. I'm not really sure what it is. I kind of want to think it's like a side scan radar thing, but it's probably just a panel truck. It would be cool if it had like one gigantic radar that scanned all vehicles that went by. But I think those are few and far between. So there still is some construction over here as part of that project they were working on. So this part of it's not been finished. So we've just dropped off our bike over here on 18th Street. No, yeah, 18th Street. And we're going to make our way down past the DAR Hall, Daughters of the American Revolution, their headquarters, and grab a hot dog, and then go out to the Ellipse and await the helicopters. Looks like Washington is still here after my trip to Hong Kong for the last month. Anyway, I'm back at Rockland's eating a barbecue sandwich. I mean, where else would I go when I first got back? Thanks a lot for watching. Hey, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, click the little button down there and subscribe. I lost 2,000 subscribers showing you guys Hong Kong. 2,000 of you just didn't like seeing all my noodles and barbecue. Anyway, I'm going to show you Washington for the next few weeks, months maybe. Anyway, hope you follow me. Click the button down there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.